Salam, namaste, and welcome to Radio Zindagi 1550 AM GA Ja. If you are dialing in right now, you are a very special listener because we are inaugurating the very first installment in our series of Tech Chai, which is a new show, and it features the one and only Strategism ke CEO, founder, education consultant, world famous educationist, Dr. Sam. Dr. Sam, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. It's a beautiful day. It's a fantastic day, and it's so good to see the Roshni, the light.
Awesome.
Hmm.
So, Dr. Sam, ये बताइए कि can you hear me just fine?
Yeah, I can see you. I can hear you. Can you see me and hear me?
Awesome, awesome. तो मैं जरा चेक कर लेती हूँ कि मेरी तरफ से भी आप सुनाई दे रहे हैं मेरे listeners को कि नहीं. And just say hi to my listeners, Dr. Sam.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Radio Zindagi, Roshni, and I don't know how many shows together, and I've been with the radio for more than 10 years, and now starting back again on this show, Tech Chai, and we welcome you, and we're really excited to talk about tech and Techie of the Week, and listen to you, ask questions, and be there for you.
Absolutely, Dr. Sam. So, before we get into our techie of the week, which is a super unique concept that you've come up with, Dr. Sam, and congratulations to you for that. मैं अपने listeners को थोड़ा सा और बता देती हूँ strategism के बारे में. Strategism offers courses, in AI, in cloud security areas. They offer short courses that range from few weeks and also to month-long to intensive 6 months, including coding online boot camp. And it's very useful for beginners और बहुत ईजी से सिखाया जाता है बहुत पर्सनलाइज्ड अटेंशन दिया जाता है सो दैट यू कैन क्विकली स्केल अप स्ट्रेटजिज्म ट्रेन सर्टिफाइज एंड also helps you find jobs in AI, cloud security, and with that training, you can also prepare your resume, work on real life, meaningful projects. Interview sessions भी आप कर सकते हैं उसके लिए भी help है where you can do mock interviews, preparation, and then of course there's consulting, and there is a particular 6 months course which is taught by trainers who work at the FANG companies such as Microsoft, Amazon, Apple, and of course in AI, focused on AI and data science roles that are so much coveted in the industry today. And the whole idea is to provide hands-on learning by doing, peer-to-peer learning and training. So, Dr. Sam, these are just such wonderful things you provide for youth and for professionals today. Would you like to add something more to that I may have missed for strategism?
Well, I can go on and on about strategism, but the idea is that we are a 17-year-old company and we've been in the space and everybody knows us, Silicon Valley, 17-year-old company, $40 million. And we've trained thousands of people, professionals working in Facebook, Meta, Apple, Google, all the FANG companies, now magnificent seven companies. So this is a unique opportunity on the AI side because AI is happening, right? So AI is taking away your jobs. So how do you hit the monster? You grab the monster by the neck and do that same thing.
Absolutely. So, okay, Dr. Sam, before we go on to Techie of the Week, which I think is a fantabulous concept, what are the contact information you would like to give our listeners if they want to reach out to you, whether it is a phone number or email address? क्या आप वो एक बार और दोहरा देंगे मेरे listeners के लिए?
Oh, that is $1 million question. So the phone number that we have for the show is uh, give
So,
me a
no. Dr. Sam, I don't mean the phone number of the show. वो तो मैं अपने listeners को बराबर देती रहूंगी. The live studio number is actually 510-770-1550. So, listeners, if you want to call and ask Dr. Sam some questions, that phone number is available to you. Once again, that's 510-770-1550. But Dr. Sam, I was more asking about strategism के लिए अगर contact करना हो आपको,
absolutely.
तो
So 408-372-7275. I will repeat 408-372-7275. And they can send an email contact at strategisminc.com or they can go to our website www.strategisminc.com.
awesome. Techie of the week. Spotlight. So, Techie of the week. Spotlight. So now the spotlight will actually go to Techie of the Week. So why don't you reveal who is your Techie of the Week, Dr. Sam, to my listeners?
Absolutely. Techie of the week is Roaming Pang. And
Woohoo! Ming Pang. Okay, I'm very very curious to hear about Mr. Pang. What are his contributions and why you are calling him the Techie of the Week?
while the roaming Pang is a gentleman who is now going to be heading Meta as their AI head in the super intelligence team. And Mark Zuckerberg actually hunted him and got him in and poached him from Apple. He worked for AI, and he's got a tremendous background and a $200 million salary incentive bonus. So the answer is that if he can do it, we can also do it. That's why he's the techie of the week.
Awesome. So, मतलब जैसे कि हमको पता है that Meta offered Mr. Pang a $200 million in salary to join its super intelligence team. So, what makes Mr. Pang so attractive to Meta? What does he bring to the table?
That is an excellent question. The thing is, Roshni, that he has a tremendous background. He actually started from China. And by the way, China has a big lead in the AI space, which Silicon Valley people don't really understand and appreciate. So he came from China, did his master's in computer science, and then USC here in the US, and then did a PhD from Princeton about 20 years ago. And then last few years, he was 5 years, he worked for Google in their AI team and the speech recognition technology and worked on large scale machine learning models. And last 5 years at Apple specifically, he led a team of 100 engineers who work on these foundation models. They worked on features like Genmoji, if you've heard about it. Siri, everybody knows. Siri was the starting point of AI, actually. So he worked some of the language models on that. So I think he has a tremendous education and career in terms of the skill set, machine learning, deep learning. We all know that they are designing LLM models, multi-models, and AI architectures, foundation model development, end to end from start to end. Language, image, speech, scalable systems which are ready for production, which can go. And he worked on Google's Linguo and Apple's AX Learn. So that is some of the piece of his knowledge. And then leadership, because when you are at the top level, you are running a team of 100 people. So he worked with cross functional teams in the R&D department, and created productionable, scalable AI systems.
Awesome. So, Dr. Sam, of course, I'm pretty sure my listeners are dying to know how they can acquire some of the skill set that Mr. Pang possesses. तो इस मामले में आप उनकी कुछ मदद कर सकते हैं, स्ट्रैटेजीज में कुछ मदद कर सकता है?
या मैं भी मदद कर सकता हूँ. आई कैन हेल्प देम, और वो खुद भी सीख सकते हैं. सो द आइडिया इज दैट of course 200 million, 10% is 20 million, 1% is 2 million, 0.1% is 200K. So we all start from somewhere, so they can start from 0.1% and maybe in the next 5-10 years reach where Mr. Pang has reached with his PhD and 20 years of experience. But you start with machine learning and data learning foundation. There are courses available on Udacity, Udemy, Coursera. You can take strategism courses also. And then LLM models, foundation models, TensorFlow, PyTorch, you can learn that. And then now it is multimodal, like human beings, we feel, touch, and sense. So all these senses coming together in the multimodal AI. You can work on NLP, Kaggle, which is a Google community platform, uh, Archive, which is again from Cornell University. There you can work on the projects there. And then at a system design and leadership level, you can take courses, learn from mentors. And on the cloud side, AWS, Microsoft, and Azure, there are three major clouds: GCP, Azure, and Microsoft. Learn that. And on the research side, publish in Archive and open communities, GitHub. So I think if you do this over a period of 6 months to 7-8 months, you can start building a good profile. In January 2027, 2026, sorry, you could be rocking like a techie like Mr. Bang.
Wow, that is quite a revelation. जब आप outline कर रहे थे ये सारे courses, मैं सोच रही थी कि how long will it take for somebody who is a novice, who doesn't know, who's just like, stepping into the AI waters, and you kind of pre-answered my question. So you do think realistically between 6 to 9 months somebody can actually consider or comprehend a shift in whatever profession, let's say in whatever other vertical of computer science they are in, towards AI. So that is really very hopeful. And thank you so much for saying that, Dr. Sam. But ऐसे जो jobs है, वो कहाँ से locate कर सकते हैं? And who do you think are the employers that are hiring such talent?
I mean, we all know Magnificent Seven, like you said, Fang.
Mm-hmm.
An article on Wall Street yesterday, they said, that the Magnificent Seven is kind of getting separated. But I think that if you look at the top four companies, Microsoft made heavy investments in OpenAI, and Google and Apple. These are the top companies, Meta. These are four companies from the seven which are leading the AI research area, right? And Amazon also invested a lot of money, $10 billion. So these are some of the employers. Then OpenAI itself, Sam Altman's company, and then Anthropic, which is also deeply there, and then Cohere, new companies. So these are still private companies, but I think going to a startup and a private company is easier than going to a big Fortune 10 company. But I think these are some of the employers you can look at. And to answer the previous question that you had, just one little piece that, hey, can somebody really learn on this in 6 months? We trained one person, who had no background in IT and software and learned everything and now works in a data analyst role in the consulting side with one of these companies.
Awesome. And yeah, like you said, even apart from the Magnificent Seven, there are a lot of other companies that are making some, really revolutionary products and, making breakthroughs in areas where AI has not been traditionally used. I know of one company called Eightfold AI who are making huge investments in the recruiting space using
Mhm.
AI. So, how you can, really make recruiting efficient, scalable, faster, remove all kinds of bias. So I think the Eightfold AI is doing a lot of good work. But of course, like you said, there are other players too in the market apart from the Magnificent Seven, which you can aim for if you are, relatively new to AI. So that's wonderful to hear. और डॉक्टर सैम ये बताइए कि एक तो है टाइम, आई स्पोक टू यू अबाउट टाइम, लाइक हाउ लॉन्ग डज इट टेक, और एक तो है पैसा. So, do you think, there's a lot of money involved in learning and acquiring these skills, or do you think most of these courses are reasonably priced or free that you can learn online?
See, in the digital world, everything is free, right? So if you don't want to spend any money, आपको free में सीखना है. So there are resources. edX, for example, is one platform, and you can learn very cheap courses from Udemy, $20. Although there's a 90% dropout rate and nobody finishes a course on Udemy, but there are resources. Universities, MIT, Stanford, they are there. And our company Strategem is also there. So there are a lot of opportunities to learn, and the course cost can go like from like $0 to maybe 15 if you take a 6 months course, which is dirtying your hands with the coding and working on PyTorch and the TensorFlow and Python programming, because knowing that really helps. I did a course myself. I did a 6 months course to learn, because how will I go and teach and talk to my clients if I don't know it myself? So I went to a very established company and learned everything and did coding to get into that space. So yeah, I think even that $16,000 6 months course, you can finance it and you can pay $200 a month. That's not expensive. So it is up to you, how much time and money you want to spend. It is not in our hands anymore. It is in your hands, because this is a user-centric
Yeah.
digital free world.
Absolutely. And I love the comment you made about dropouts. Like, देखिए dropouts तो हमारे Silicon Valley की आन बान शान है, because all the dropouts have gone to, be such huge entrepreneurs, inventors, starting from Google. वो dropout थे, Larry and Sergey Brin, Mark Zuckerberg, of course. And there are so many dropout stories, right, that have made it big. So I wouldn't hold it against them for dropping out of a course from Udemy. As long as they learn what they need to learn, they can go and create the next big thing, the next novel thing, है ना? So, Dr. Sam, ये बताइए बताइए कि of course, there are companies that teach these skills that we spoke of, Mr. Pang, the skills that he possesses. और कोई companies है जहाँ पे people can go for an internship or any kind of conference or any kind of learning, sammelan, so to speak, where they can actually pick up these skills? And if they're in the Silicon Valley, and in pursuit of a good job, can you give them some help, some recommendations right
Absolutely,
away?
yeah. See, Hugging Face is one AI kind of a job board. Then I talked about Archive, that is a community from Cornell University. Kaggle, which is from Google, is about learning in the open environment. So you can go to all these places. And of course, LinkedIn is one way to learn and find jobs also. And if you're looking for a job, you can find in Indeed. If you want our help, we help with entire end to end. We get you trained, certified in AWS, Microsoft, and Google, three of them, then help you with your resume, help you with your marketing, and help you get a job. But you can go to all these places, like ML Jobs is one of them, and
Mm-hmm.
you have to build your profile. You have to go for conferences. You have to publish papers and projects. So yeah, but it's very exciting and fantastic because we are just at the beginning of the AI boom, right? And I am reminded, Roshni, of 2000 when I came to US. Dot-com bust was actually happening, but the dot-com boom, if you remember, there were companies like Pet.com going billion-dollar companies exits. So this is where we are in the AI boom. So I think this is the time to really jump on. I'm really, really excited. And I want a lot of people from our community to jump on the bandwagon and start learning. Once you jump in the pool, you will learn swimming. So take that big step.
Absolutely. And this is the best part about hosting a show for Dr. Sam is you get to learn so much from him. Dr. Sam, मुझे याद है जब हम पहले शो करते थे and the pandemic had just hit. और उस वक्त भी मैं आपको हमेशा पूछती थी कि Dr. Sam, you've seen the valley. You've known, you've been here, you've seen all the highs and the lows, right? And that time there was a lot of curiosity about how the pandemic is going to affect jobs and the job market. And I think you were bang on your prediction. And now again, once again, when the waves have changed a little bit, and now the wave is the AI wave. I think it's so. I think I'm very blessed that I get to do your show and get to learn so much from you. On that note, let me remind you, my listeners, कि अगर आप live call in करना चाहते हैं, the number to dial in the studio is 510-770-1550. Of course, you can see Dr. Sam, the man himself, and hear from the horse's mouth if you go to our Radio Zindagi Facebook page. Just go to Facebook and type Radio Zindagi. And of course, Dr. Sam jo hai, he's the CEO and founder of Strategism. He's a PMP guru and a well-known Bay Area technology leader. और every Tuesday ये जो show है हम air करेंगे from 3:30 p.m. only on Radio Zindagi 1550 AM GHR. And if you want more जानकारी, अधिक जानकारी के लिए आप चले जाइए उनकी website पे, which is www.strategisminc.com. Once again, it's www.strategisminc.com. Of course, I will supplement all these information in the Facebook post. But Dr. Sam, we are only kind of 3 minutes away from our deadline. तो आप कुछ और share कीजिए मेरे listeners के साथ. What is top of your mind? What do you think is imperative for everybody to focus on right now?
Absolutely, Roshni. A lot of people are approaching me right now. Somebody who took a course in PMP in 2010, and now they were at a very senior level at director level or senior vice president in any of these companies, Microsoft, Google, Apple, Facebook, are approaching me and saying, they don't have a job, and I'm really surprised. And I feel for them. And that's why, I again got back into the show and I jumped on it that, hey, I'm going to talk again what really excites me. And friends, I have seen this three times, like Roshni said, dot-com bust 2008 recession, the largest recession, depression, whatever you call it, in the history of the US. And again, now 2025, I'm saying these last 2 years have been very tough. People have lost jobs. People are on the verge of losing a job. Every single company is fighting. Reason number one, AI. Reason number two, interest rates. This is my take, and I don't have to be right. These are my 2 cents. But I think interest rates are going to drop. You will see next 6 months. You're also going to see that AI will become more mainstream as the business case evolves, as more and more companies start applying. But I think this is the time for the community not to get worried. And this is an exciting time, actually. Your worst crisis is your best opportunity. That's how I look at myself.
That's amazing. That's so
Bigger
well said.
crisis. The
Yeah.
bigger crisis, the bigger the opportunity. So I would say, get ready and start learning. And what we bring to the valley is this: we are knowledge workers, right? We don't dig holes on earth. We use our knowledge, and the beauty of knowledge is that there are three levels of AI, right? The ANI, which is the narrow AI, which all started with our Siri. Then AGI, the AI general, which is general AI, which is happening right now. But the next one, which is what Meta is trying to build with Mr. Wang, is the ASI, super intelligence. So that is not yet there, and that is when the systems will be smarter than human beings. They can think like us. They are creative. They can solve problems. They can make decisions. Then you can imagine, and this has been always there. Think about it, Rashni.
Yeah.
Calculator, right? Calculator. If you type 136 multiplied by 442, it'll immediately give you an answer, whereas human beings might not be able to do it. So the machine has already improved, and I encourage and I motivate and I request the Silicon Valley professionals to really get excited and jump onto this bandwagon and learn the latest and get rocking in the AI world.
Absolutely. Like you rightly said, Dr. Sam, machines are your friend and knowledge is power. So सीखते रहिए, सिखाते रहिए. Dr. Sam के साथ we will come every Tuesday 3:30 p.m. only on Radio Zindagi 1550 AMGH. आज के लिए बस इतना ही. Dr. Sam, thank you so much for your brilliant presence as always on our show Tech Chai. Okay, bye bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you, listeners. Thanks for having me.
Bye bye.